Welcome back. A wedding should be a celebration, not a financial setback. With costs soaring, though, and hidden fees piling up, couples need smart strategies to create the day they want without jeopardizing a future that they will enjoy. And we're here to speak with Lawrence Sprung of Mitlin Financial and the author of Financial Planning Made Personal for some tips and advice. So often, Lawrence, a wedding sets in motion many life changes, all of which need a substantial amount of funds, ideally, to get going. So how can people really plan their weddings in a way that doesn't burden their future goals?
Yeah, so weddings are typically the first major purchase that a couple makes, and it can really set the tone a lot of times for their financial future. So it's really important, just like anything else in life, you want to have a plan and have be on the same page in terms of what the expectations are, what you think you should be spending. And then I think the important thing is, because we're all happy, it's a happy time. We're excited about it. So the important thing is to stick to that budget, because many times you can see things run away and you don't even realize it.
So true. In most weddings, there are so many things to organize to make it happen. So many vendors to communicate with, various expenses, small to large. Among all of that, sometimes lurk hidden fees. How can we anticipate and reduce those?
Now, you don't have to be a lawyer, but you should read through the contracts, know what you're getting into, right? You don't have to understand the legalese, but definitely understand where you're going to be charged and what you're going to be charged for. And just because there's fees embedded in there, that doesn't mean it's bad. It may be rightfully so for your needed services, but you need to understand what they are, where they are, so that at the end of the day, at the end of your beautiful evening, when all's said and done, there are no surprises.
Now, weddings are not just about the couple. It's usually a whole family affair, and sometimes people's expectations can loom large over the event. How can people manage those expectations without overspending?
So I think you have to really, again, set the tone. This is your wedding, and if you are paying for it, then you should have the final say on what's going on. So it's really key to understand and have the families at large understand what you're looking to accomplish, what you're looking to get out of the wedding, and really the type of wedding you're looking to have. If other people have ideas that are outside the realm of what you're really expecting for your special day, then you have to be in a position to say, hey, this does not fit what, together we were expecting, and trim those expectations. So, there's a way to do it. And we all know it's also a good indication of how families are going to be going forward, because this is usually our first major and stressful, many times to some degree, interaction. And we can see how people really react in those situations.
And while there's family expectations, couples themselves have a certain idea of what feels meaningful and special to them. And realizing it does cost money, how can people find a happy medium between creating something stylish and, that still balance the books?
Yeah, so I mean, there are simple things that can be done. I think having an understanding of what you both want from that day is super important, because it'll help you from going to those extremes that we've mentioned earlier. But at the same time, there are simple things like, depending on where you are in the country and when you want to have your wedding, there are usually off season, off times for certain venues, and that may mean lesser, fees and expenses as a result. So, you have to work within your budget. And it may, be a give and take in terms of, maybe not having the exact date that you want, because you get a significant discount for a different day of the week, whether it's during the week or during a slow time. But there are certainly ways to have a fantastic wedding within a specific budget. And I think the important thing is to have that budget first and then work from there.
And while money can be a cause for stress, weddings are a day of joy after all. So how can people leverage time and planning to minimize stress as much as possible ahead of time?
Well, I will tell you this. When I got married, somebody told me something that resonated with me, and that was there will probably be three things that happen during your day, your special day, that are going to be bothersome to you. But just let them, just brush them off because they're usually going to be minor. And in the moment, they seem like major things, but they're really not. The real idea is focus on what the day is all about, because at this point, you've planned it all, you've paid for it, hopefully within your budget. And now it's just really time to sit back, enjoy, and don't let those minor things really bother you, and plow through and really enjoy that special day that you've created for yourselves.
Oh, excellent advice. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Lawrence Sprung of Mitlin Financial.
Thank you.